Yes, I'm sure I started the timer.
Okay.
God.
Remember when I asked if it
Yes. I forget to press a button once and I'll never live it down.
True story. Well, hello.
Hello.
Welcome back. Happy New Year.
Yes.
I say that tentatively because if ours was any indication of how this year is going to go, I don't want to be here for it. It wasn't the New Year itself. It was
about
the
2 hours
events
after
that unfolded shortly thereafter. But maybe we should wait a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get into that story. So
give some folks a chance.
So after
to
the events of that, after the events of last week, we had a little chat.
Yeah.
About
and we did some. I say we. You did some experimenting.
Yes. Because we weren't sure. So if you followed the stream last week, we had a bunch of crashes, lost about 45 minutes of progress in Bioshock 1, the remaster.
Yeah.
And about 4 episodes in, we just kind of said, fuck it.
Yeah.
And
so,
played some goosing, which was fun.
It was fun. And it saddens me because, as I've mentioned more than once, I do really, really love this franchise. But it seems like the technical difficulties we were having were within the game itself.
Yeah, because I played a few hours of Starfield.
Yeah, on the same console.
On the same console and everything.
Same setup, everything,
Yep.
and it was fine.
Everything worked fine. I streamed. Everything was great.
Yeah.
So we've pretty much decided that it was the game.
It was the game itself, and it kind of messes up when we have crashes like that. It messes up like our video editing because you don't have like a definitive send off.
Yep.
And so we're hoping that we don't have those kinds of problems with Infinite. Infinite's a newer game. It's a little bit more optimized for console.
Right.
For just everything kind of across the board. So the hope is that we will not encounter those issues or difficulties. Which is nice because Infinite is easily my favorite of the franchise. Mm-hmm. I love the first one just because it's the first one, of course, and the twist at the end and that kind of stuff. But visually and in just the way it's put together, like you were saying, with that kind of older music in the background and everything, this is my favorite of the franchise. So I am really, really hoping that we don't have any issues and that we can play through this one.
Yeah.
With ease.
Yes.
So that's why we're here and not loading up the first one again.
Yep. Go with easy
also, I'm
again.
not entirely sure that your bitterness over that crash has left you.
No, it hasn't. It absolutely hasn't. I was fucking angry.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Okay.
I'm just glad we got to fuck shit up as a goose after, or else, I mean, I'd still
Get
probably
some
be
aggression
even...
out.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of you.
But no, because I really wanted to go through that. I'm just like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to play this. We're going to run through this, and we have kind of a good lineup of games after this that are going, but...
Yeah.
Standing.
Yeah, we do.
Not standing, rowing.
Rowing. Hadn't planned on it.
So you expect me to shoulder
What's
the
this?
burden?
No. But I do expect you to do all the rowing.
And why is that?
Coming here was your idea.
My idea.
I still,
it's
for as
very
many
clear
times
that I
as
don't
I've
believe
played
in
this, I
exercise.
still...
Rowing.
No.
I guess I don't understand
Imagine
the
that's
deal
wonderful
with the
exercise.
couple.
Then what?
The entire
Which
thought
couple?
experiment.
With
Excuse me.
These two.
How much longer?
The one rowing and the
two
one
on the
pumping.
boat?
Yes.
Oh.
I guess maybe it's just a long time since I've played it, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'd never understood like
Back to the rowing.
I suggest you
what
go.
their
We're never
purpose
going
was
to get
along
there.
the route of the story. Because like you find them and like
Perhaps you should ask him.
they're doing weird things. They're like, I'm taking a tally of this thing, and like this other thing's happening, and then it's just like,
Point in asking.
Why not?
why are you here? Like, what is
He doesn't
Yeah.
row.
purpose?
No.
I can't say that I fully remember. I remember a lot about
Hey, Todd.
the story itself. Hello, Todd. I do remember a lot about the story itself.
Yeah, oh yeah,
but
I remember the story, but
don't
it's just like these two in
recall
particular,
how-
I'm just like,
yeah,
what?
How they fit into it.
Yeah. Speaking of story, Todd's here.
Hello, Todd. Todd is well aware of
Shall we have him when we'll be returning?
the New Year's Eve debacle that I found myself in.
Something we can agree on.
Hey, somebody meeting me here?
I certainly hope so.
It does
What a
seem
debacle it was.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna wait a little bit.
Okay.
Just gonna let some people filter in because I think
Yeah.
there were a couple of people that said
Excuse
they'd
me.
be tuning in.
It's Booker doing.
Yeah, sure.
I guess you're expecting me?
I don't want to have to tell it 50,000 times, even though I already have. I have told it.
Huh,
Many,
I
many
gotta wash
times.
my sins. Hang on.
Oh, hey Booker.
Almost sound like you said
Good luck
booger.
with that, pal.
Hey, booger. But yeah, but good things to talk about New Year's Eve. I discovered that I absolutely fucking love breakfast shots, and I
Yeah.
would probably become an alcoholic on them if I knew how to make them.
So our
holy
friend
shit, they're
Sean
delicious.
Anyone here?
makes what he calls
Hello?
breakfast shots. And it literally, it's breakfast in a shot. It tastes like pancakes and
with
bacon.
Yeah, pancakes with syrup and
He
yeah.
makes them with Jameson.
What kind of Jameson is it though? It's just like regular Jameson, or is it flavored? or?
I don't know if he used the orange Jameson or
Okay.
if he put orange juice in it. I can't remember.
I think it's orange juice. He
Yeah,
said.
I think he put
okay.
orange juice
So maybe
in
it's just
it.
regular Jameson.
Although you probably could use the orange flavored Jameson and it would still be similar.
right.
But yeah, so Jameson, orange juice, butterscotch schnapps, and a little bit of maple syrup, and he garnishes it with bacon. And it's amazing. And we had talked about okay, Jeff is also in the stream and he wanted to hear the story as well. Hello, Jeff.
His name is Jeff.
Hello, my name is Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
So, hi.
Wait, what's the fucking combination for the bells again?
I don't remember. I mean, just keep using them until it figures itself out.
Okay, let's jump.
Wait a minute, that card.
Oh,
there it
never
is.
mind.
Found
he,
it.
he brings it up.
But we had talked about how these days doing shots is not easy on us. And so you were sitting next to me and you were like gearing yourself up to take this shot. And I told you, I was like, you're not going to taste it. Like, just do it. Just take it. You can do this. And then you knock it back. And the look on your face was hilarious because you were like, huh?
I was like, what?
What?
What is this magic taste
What
in my
the
mouth?
world?
It was so good.
Also, for everybody's knowledge, we have officially hit affiliate status
Yeah.
on Twitch. So
And start earning the dollars. So if
yeah.
we have to figure out the whole ad thing. So if you see an ad come up,
Yes.
we haven't quite
Yeah, we
talked
haven't-
about how we're gonna manage the ads. So apologies.
Yeah.
Watch the ads, please.
Yeah, please watch the ads. I know it's annoying, but it'll really help us out.
Yeah.
It's opened us up for a lot of new things that we can do.
Right.
We are going to take some time over the next couple of weeks and really iron things out as far as like what is. Nothing's really going to change with just some additions and things like
Right.
that. So
There's gonna be some fun stuff that we're
yeah.
gonna come up with. Like one thing that I was actually thinking of
Expect me to say
is for donation goals. For every
Yes.
$2 donated, Aly will drink 1 ounce of water. I thought that would be perfect.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm like, make her fucking
Yeah.
hydrate. Yeah.
Fix my kidneys.
And we'll have like a stream goal of like 32 ounces.
Right.
Which would be, how much would that be? $64?
$64.
$64, and Aly drinks 32 ounces of water.
Aly drinks 32 ounces of water and then spends the next 48 hours pissing her brains out. Because the last time I did that, that's all I did after was pee.
Like you're supposed to do as a normal human.
Yeah. Todd said, that sounds better than the breakfast shots I had. Did not taste like pancakes. Tasted okay, but not pancake good.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you gotta try it. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And a little dangerous. I could see myself getting into some trouble with
Oh, yeah.
shots. I would just make a drink out of it.
Oh, yeah. Like shot? No, give me like
Just
an 8-ounce drink of this.
Yeah, give me
Delicious.
drinky.
Eat like a pound of bacon.
Also, for those of you that don't know, I also drink a lot of water when I'm drinking booze. And that's because I don't really drink a lot of booze anymore. So I
Right.
try to space it out and drink some water and
Right.
keep myself out of trouble. And so speaking of trouble, I think we got enough folks in that want to hear the story. Again,
boy.
Todd did get to hear it. I want to preface this with the fact that I was sober because I was a DD for one of our friends.
I was there. I can attest.
Yes, Jarrod was there. I was sober. And I did not instigate a goddamn thing.
Nope.
This literally had zero to do with me, except for the fact that I was somehow involved. And it also was closing time at the bar. It was literally like between 2 and 2:30 a.m. So there's a bar that our friends frequent, and it's a bar that I used to be a very, very regular at until I slowed down.
I don't want to kill the momentum. I do want to notice something.
What?
My best friend O'Doty
Yes.
just subscribed for 6 months at Tier 1.
Nice.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
So sweet.
Oh my God, our first
look, an
sub.
ad.
Woo!
Should we?
Yeah, we'll play a little game and then we'll do the story.
Can they hear us through the ads?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah. Anyway, there was an ad that happened. I didn't continue the story. I saw it pop up and I stopped.
Okay.
Yeah, we had interrupted to talk about how Jared's best friend just subscribed for us at our tier 1. So if you didn't hear that, we appreciate you. We thank you.
Yep. Looks like the ad's in progress now, I think.
It's done on mine.
Oh, it's done on yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know then.
Oh no, add in. Wait.
I don't know. We're still trying to figure out this ad stuff.
Let's see.
I mean, if you're not seeing an ad on your thing, I don't know.
I'm gonna just put it in the chat and see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ad is done. Okay, ad is
Okay.
done. All right. So anyway, cool. Okay. So yeah, we're really gonna have to figure that out. I think it'll be better if we do.
We might do manual ads, yeah.
we really should do that so we have a little bit more control. And
Yep.
I'll try really hard to kind of.
We can do like
keep
the
an
ads like
eye
on our breaks and
Yeah,
stuff. So
yeah.
we're not, yeah.
And so while I'm telling the story here, I'll try to keep an eye on that so that nothing gets missed. So we were at a bar that is very much kind of home away from home for me and my group of friends. This was the first time that Jarrod had accompanied us to this bar.
times.
Actually, Jeff and Todd are both familiar with the bar as well. They've both been there. But before I slowed down on my drinking, I was there very, very, very much more than I am now. But if I'm going to go out to a bar drinking, generally that's where I'm going to be. And so that's where we went. And I mean, we had a great chill night. It
Yeah,
was
super
fun. We just hanging out and listening to music and that kind of thing.
I hate the fucking Eagles.
Yeah, fuck the Eagles. And don't at me.
The band, not the
band.
sports team.
Not the meh.
Also,
I'm
yes.
sort of meh on the sports team, but so yeah. I mean, the majority of the night, and I think we all kind of collectively were there by at least by 10 p.m. And so Jarrod and myself were there. One of my best friends, Sean, was there, and one of our really good friends, Dusty, was there. And it was pretty much, I mean, some other
Excuse
regulars
me.
kind of filtered in
Where
and
am
out
I?
that we spoke to, but for the most part, it was the four of us. And 2 a.m. hits, and Dusty and Sean still had drinks left, and the bartender let us know you've got 10 minutes to finish your drinks, and then we got to clear out. So Sean had said, I'm going to go out, I'm going to smoke one more cigarette, come back in, finish the drinks, and then we'll go. So I agreed to go outside with Sean, and then Dusty came out with us as well. So the three of us were standing just outside the door, and then this girl comes outside. And this was the first time that I had even really noticed her. she had been sitting inside at the end of the bar in an area that I had my back to for the majority of the night, which is why I didn't even notice her or her companion all night long. There was nothing like rowdy or crazy coming from their area either. It wasn't like she was causing a scene, you know?
I didn't even know they were there.
Exactly. So this girl walked outside and she came out by herself. Her companion was not with her. And she came out literally within seconds of Sean and I putting our cigarettes out and getting ready to go back inside. So she came out and she was leaning against the wall near the entrance. She's not smoking. She's just standing there and she's got her phone out. She's staring down at her phone.
And every year,
So I'm talking to the guys and we go to come back inside. We walk past her. I heard her speak, but I didn't hear what she said because she didn't say it loudly. It didn't even sound like it was directed at us. The guys were talking to each other, so they didn't hear her at all. And so we didn't say anything. We didn't acknowledge her. I didn't even look at her. So we get to the door, and as I'm opening the door, she said something else. And again, the guys didn't even hear her because they weren't acknowledging her. It sort of sounded like she said something along the lines of, "Oh, well, fuck you guys then," but I don't know that for certain because she didn't raise her volume when she said it. And so again, it was like, maybe it wasn't even directed at us. Maybe that's not even what she said. She was still looking down at her phone. And so we didn't acknowledge it. We said nothing. We didn't even look at her. We just went back inside. We go back and sit down at our table. So, for a little bit of clarity, again, my back was to the area she had been sitting in. Jared's to my left, Dusty's across from me, Sean is to my right. And all of a sudden, I see her. I mean, I saw her come back inside out of my peripheral vision because the entrance was also to my right. And again, didn't acknowledge it because nothing had happened. And suddenly, she's right there on my right side. And for a split second, I thought she was going to like start talking shit to us. And then all of a sudden, Dusty's face changed. He had gone from like laughing to whatever was being said to this look on his face that was just like, what the fuck right now? And that's when I see her arm come up over my face, around my neck.
I thought she was giving her a hug.
Right, because this was the first time that you're there, and there were people filtering in and out all night that I knew and was saying hello to. And this is again the first time that Jared's encountering this side of my friends. And so he's not certain who I know and who I don't know or whatever. And so she puts her arm around my neck. And I feel the stool I'm sitting in start to go backwards. And when I realize that the stool's falling, and like she's trying to fight me, is what's happening. She's got me by the neck. She's got me basically in a headlock. And I feel the stool start to go backwards. And I had just enough time to have the wherewithal that I didn't want to land on my back because I have back issues. I have chronic back issues and back pain. And landing flat on my back, I could have hit my head. So in the briefest of seconds that I had to even think about it, I twisted myself to the right and I tucked my head to the left so that I didn't hit my head when I landed. And I landed. I landed hard. All my weight on my right arm and hip. And now I'm on the ground and there's a stool on my legs. So I instinctively throw my left arm up over my head because now I'm on the ground and I'm prone. I'm expecting blows to my head to come next because that's, I watch enough fights to know that this is where shit starts to go down. So I throw my arm up over my head to try and protect myself if she starts just wailing on me. And I don't know how long I sat like that. I mean, it had to have been seconds.
It wasn't long.
No. And then I heard her a distance away from me, and she just kept repeating, "Don't fucking touch me. Don't put your fucking hands on me." Banana for scale. And so I lower my arm and I look up and to see what's going on. I have never been so confused in my life because, again, where the fuck did this come from? And Jarrod and mind you, she was a big bitch. She looked like if you had a very large grape and you stuck it on 2 toothpicks.
Cartoon apple.
Cartoon apple, yes. So she was a big fucking girl. And so I look over to evaluate the situation. Jarrod has her by her shoulders.
I kind of went like full like hockey fight mode because
Yeah.
I'm just like, I took a quick look at her and I'm like, she doesn't have the wherewithal to kick me. I don't think she would even
Absolutely
be able to
not.
get
She
her
was
leg
so
that
drunk.
high. So I'm like, she's
No.
gonna try to swing at me with her arms.
Which she did.
So
She was Jarrod
having-
had her by the shoulders and
Yeah.
she was still trying to swing on him.
oh yeah,
Dusty was face to face with her male companion. I didn't see it, but apparently he had run over and like shoulder checked Dusty.
yeah, he kind of threw Dusty
And
down.
yeah, kind of knocked him off balance. I didn't see that part. That had to have happened while I was covering my head. But I saw them face to face, and then the dude turned his attention to the girl, and I think that was when he realized, because everybody that was left in the bar, there were probably like 6 other people there
Yeah.
with us, including the bartender, and the bartender was screaming at her, "Get the fuck out of my bar."
Yep, never come back.
Never come back. And I think it was in that moment, and the reason that the guy didn't continue to go after Dusty was because he realized how outnumbered they were.
Yep.
And that there wasn't a single person in this bar that was going to help them out. So he turned his attention to this girl, and now Sean is now at my side, and he's checking on me, because I think all of you guys thought I hit my head when I
Yeah,
landed.
I absolutely did. Yeah, 'Cause all I saw was you tilt backwards. I didn't
Yeah.
see you turn at all.
Yeah.
And
And that
Yeah.
I must have been able to just twist myself at the last second, because it happened so fast that nobody really had time to like think or process.
right.
And so Sean was at my side. He's checking on me, and everybody else is backing this girl toward the door and trying to get her outside. The
Yep.
whole time she wasn't, I wouldn't say that she was like fighting to get past, because she probably could have tried a lot harder.
With how
But she
drunk
was
she
trying
was,
to push
she
past.
was trying as much as she could with as drunk as she was.
Right. So she kept trying to push past everybody to get to me, and usually by this time, the perpetrator, if you will, the assailant, is at least screaming about what they've done. You know, like, well,
Right.
that bitch said this or did this or looked at me or whatever. She's not saying anything about why this is happening. She just keeps repeating, "Don't touch me. Don't put your hands on me." So they back her out the door finally. And then you guys came to check on me.
Right.
And we all kind of just sat there for a minute, and there were a couple of people that they had been sitting with that came up to me, and they were like, "What happened?" And we were like, "Literally nothing." And I explained, and that couple was like, "Yeah, we just met them tonight, so like we don't know them or anything like that, and whatever." No, like they weren't trying to defend them. I think they were just curious about what the fuck happened. And so
Sorry if the stream's getting a little choppy. I don't know what's going on.
it might just be the cutscene.
No, it's been while I was playing too.
Oh, really? Not again.
I know.
Don't do it.
I know.
Don't do it.
do it.
All clear. The rifle, folks.
It's not as bad as it was with
No.
Bioshock,
No.
Can't be everywhere at once. You'll always miss
but hopefully it'll kind of sort itself out. Yeah, it's definitely not as rubber bandy as it was, but yeah, and so we're all kind of standing there and we're trying to figure out like where the fuck did this come from?
Columbia
I
Raffle and Fit.
start laughing my ass off because from a third party perspective, that must have looked hilarious. Like that must have just been so funny. But also it's like there's nothing else I can do. Like I'm not going to be able to understand the why, so I got to laugh it off. And so we took a minute, and the guys finished their drinks. Then Sean was like, "Can we just go out and have another cigarette?" And so we did, and we kind of cautiously exited. And I mean, it wasn't very long between that happening and us going back outside, but they were fucking gone. They
Yeah.
just disintegrated.
Yeah.
And so the following day, Jarrod was like, "Well, because he was parked near the entrance to the bar, and he was like, "Well, let me look at the cameras on my car and see if it picked anything up. And it picked up her exiting the bar, and the dude she's with is pushing her away from the bar, like all the way across the parking lot, and she's still trying to push around him to get back inside. And there was like, it looked like it was probably an Uber or a Lyft that was out there parked waiting for them. And it was a van, and you see both of the back doors slide open, but you don't see them get into it.
Yeah.
And then the doors closed, and then the video ended. So I have no idea like where they went or who they were or why it happened.
Yeah, they vanished.
The only explanation that I can really think of is that she did address us that first time when I heard her outside, and we didn't say anything, and she felt slighted by that. And she picked me because I was the only girl. Like, that's the only logical explanation that I can really
Maybe next time.
ascertain as to why she decided to attack me. But it was wild, and and thank God for you guys, honestly, because I would have tried everything in my power. I've not been a physical person for a very, very, very long time, and she was, like I said, she was large. So I don't know how it would have ended for me, but if it had kept going, I would have given it my all. But I mean, when I got up, I did think about it, because at first you're pissed off and you're like, are you fucking kidding me? I have a scrappy spirit, that's for sure. And I did think about it. I was like, I'm just gonna fucking run at her center of gravity, take her out at the kneecaps, stay limping, pimping. But it was like, you guys had her contained, and it and it's like, that's my bar. I don't like to bring shit there. Everybody knew I didn't bring anything. I didn't do anything. So it's not like they were going to be mad at me. But if I re-escalated, the bartender would have been furious. She was already panicking. And so it was just like, why re-escalate things physically when I don't even know if it'll be a good ending for me. And you guys had her contained, and she was getting out, so it was just sort of like, why bother trying to do anything about it. But goodbye.
I almost wonder if the choppiness is coming from like all of the because we both have iPads and we're both running Twitch and YouTube on them.
I can stop one of them.
Yeah, or maybe just close YouTube entirely.
Yeah, because we don't really need that so much.
Just close the video and then you might have to close both.
I'm
Twitch
trying,
and
but you
YouTube.
know me. I'm technologically
Swipe up
challenged
from
here.
the bottom. From the bottom.
Christ.
There you
Oh
go.
God.
So swipe.
I
Give me the thing.
I hate everything.
Give me the thing.
Hold on. Let me
Swipe up from the very bottom.
very bottom. Hold on. I'm just gonna hold on.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna figure it out. Okay. There we go. And then no?
I would say just close them both. Oh, there you go.
Wait, I had it.
They're
Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay.
There you go.
Separate.
children use iPads.
Oh my God, I hate. Go away. Please go away. Please. Ah! Okay.
Okay, now swipe up. Like kind of like swipe up and hold.
Look.
But YouTube's still open.
Oh, well. Okay. Swipe up and hold.
There you go. And then just swipe up on YouTube.
I did.
Ta-da!
Anyway, so.
I don't know if that's going to help, but I'm going to try to cut
we
down on like everything we're doing bandwidth wise.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just, on the break, we'll restart the
because that's what we
console.
did before and it was fine.
Yeah, well, I restarted the internet, so I'm going to try to restart the console.
Yeah.
Just to see if that does a little reset.
Yeah.
I don't know if it
Look
will.
at all these gifts.
Yeah, fucking Dodie just went absolutely nuts
He
in
just
our
went
first
so
stream.
ham.
He gave literally like everybody in the
got
chat everybody in the
presents.
chat got.
That's so nice.
He gave everybody gift subbies.
Well, thanks,
He's so amazing.
guys. That's so nice. Well, I the technical shit right now is just it's really
Yeah.
getting to me.
It's okay, because we're about at break time anyway.
Yeah, okay. Let's fucking do that. Also, on the break, can we switch the ads to manual?
Yeah.
And do it that way? Okay,
Yeah.
that way we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so that's the story of how I fixed it. The one thing I was trying to fix, not
Okay.
everything else. But yeah, so that's our New Year's Eve story. And that's the story of how I was attacked by a
Yep.
drunken Hulk psycho cartoon apple. Not my favorite thing. But it
time.
definitely could have been worse. Could have been much, much worse. And I have a pretty sweet bruise on my arm and a contusion on my arm where I landed on it. And I have a bruise on my ass. So that's cool.
Amazing.
Amazing. And I hope that she dies. Because,
Wow.
you know, we had to have some sort of murderous comment in there from
Right,
me.
yes.
Because that's what I do. So, okay, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to fix the ads just so that we're a little bit more prepared for them. Or we're going to try and get rid of this choppy
Yeah, I'll restart the console and see how it
video
goes.
shit that we've got going on.
Yeah.
And death to Apple Lady, 100% death to Apple Lady. So yeah, give us 10-ish minutes and we will be right back.